What's up YouTube? My name's Quickie, welcome back to the channel.
Morning.
It's a wide angle day as you can see. We have got a lot going on. I mean like a truckload of stuff going on. To be fair, even if I tried, I couldn't find my butt with both hands at the minute. My head is spinning. Right, so there was just a ton going on. Let me show you. Right, so first things first, I've got a load of hangers that I've just done. They've come back from Jack and the powder coat, but that all needs to get boxed up. So the hangers is all back on the go and stuff again. COVID, well, okay, backtrack. Most of you know I've got my own little business out of here, which makes bicycle racks and security anchors and all that sort of stuff. However, COVID absolutely kicked the shiznick out of it, and it basically stopped. We haven't really had orders in 2 years. So it has been really hard to keep the shop going. I thought I lost it a couple of times, if I'm honest, but I never said anything. So, but I've had like a couple of little orders coming through. So what I'm in the process of doing is I want to build up the stock, because like behind all these curtains, there's loads of boxes full of stuff, which I then turn into that sort of stuff or some other stuff. So what I'm going to be doing is basically turning it all into finished product. That way I can bag it and it's not going to get nasty or anything else, and it can all just stay behind the curtains until it's needed. But what it means is that I'm going to have to spend at least half the, well, most of the week just doing all that sort of stuff to get it up and out of the way. So that's the first thing. That's something that I wasn't doing so much before because I didn't need to, because I didn't have any orders. But I might get some now.
Which will be good.
Which will be very good. So anyway, there's that going on. And then there's ASBO. Right, so ASBO, the reason Steve-O's down here is because we've got some more heavy lifting to do, but this is like proper heavy lifting. Yeah. It's not an empty engine this time.
No, it's engine with bits in it.
It's amazing the difference in weight.
I know.
Like, yeah. Massively. So anyway.
Huffing and puffing later.
There could be lots of huffing and puffing. So anyway, we've got to get the proper engine in ASBO for a couple of reasons. The first thing is I've still got the front engine mounts down here to make. That's where this lot comes in. I've already drilled those holes. I've just got to decide where the next one's going and then make it a nice shape. I might have to do it stepped. We don't really know until we get it in. But what we're going to do is to get the proper engine off the dolly and back in here, so I can get everything lined up and run a straight edge from the front sprocket to the rear sprocket, just so I know it's all lined up basically, and make sure the mounts is going where they need to. And then we can get all that lot buttoned down and tacked up and welded and blah 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 blah. But also means you've got to put the swing arm on. This was annoying. This was really annoying. So I already made these top hat spacers.
And you spent quite a lot of time last time I was here shaving them down so they fit in the frame.
Yeah, so they was like really, really good. And then I shoved it all together, as you would have seen in the other video. Swing arm went in, torqued it all down. I looked in the book of words and thought it said 76, but that was like the next line down. But as I was doing it, it was all quite fine and moving freely. And I thought, 76 is just low, isn't it? Mm. So I checked again, and it's supposed to be 98. So I did it up to 98, and then all the swing arm bound up. So these were very slightly not long enough, and I can't just stick it back on. So I've had to remake some new ones, which is in the other in the swing arm there, ready to go back in. 0.3 mil.
0.3 mil.
All that for 0.3 mil. I've also lengthened this bit as well, but on that shoulder. That's it. 0.3 mil. How annoying is that? That is the right one, isn't it? Yeah. Because otherwise we'll be taking it all out again. So that's all got done. So that's all going to fit up a tree. Simon Rolls is going to be doing my rear suspension for me. It looks lovely and clean, this stuff, and it rode quite nicely when I had it before. But because it's going to go straight onto the bike, and then later on the bike's going to go to the track, I want to get it serviced, basically, like properly serviced, because I ain't got the kit to do it.
Yeah.
So that's basically what we're getting done today, and we need to get it done quickly because we need to go on a bit of a road trip.
We do indeed.
I'm not going to tell you about it. You'll just have to see it in the next video, but because it's all happening today, you ain't going to have to wait very long. But we have had a little bit of a surprise, like quite a big, well, it's a huge surprise actually. It is massive. And I've got to go and sort some stuff out later on. We will be taking you. I will explain it. But for now, we're just going to get this lot done. So, game plan is, if you have a go at the rear end and get...
Could you rephrase that? Would you like me to assemble the rear end?
I really should have thought that through, shouldn't I? Yeah.
I really should have said nothing and just carried on.
Yeah, okay. If you get the rear end in, I'm going to need to get stuff out of the van and put some other stuff in the van ready and have a bit of a clean up and stuff. And then once we've got a back end in, we can strap the bugger down and we can try getting the engine in. There is going to be...
Apologies, YouTube, for any language that is used.
Mate, you're going to be blowing out your arse at the end of this.
I think we're both going to be blowing out of it, mate. You see, it's going to do two ways.
I'm not blowing out of yours.
No, not that. No.
Going to be the fun bit. This is going to be the fun bit.
It's not going to be fun at all.
It is. You're going to love it.
It's going to be a load of huffing and puffing, swearing. You saying to me, to the right, to the left, up, down. Me going, I can't hold it.
Right. Okay.
Basically.
We've been busy. We've had a bit of a clear out and stuff. I've made some space, which I'm going to need. You will see why later on. Engine's out, back end's all back in again, and the swing arm does move quite happily now that I've redone those top hats, so that's all good. So now we've just got to get the engine in and make up these mounts. Right.
I could have had a lay in this morning.
Nah, you wouldn't have missed this for the world. Well, you might have done.
I might have done.
Right, so how are we going to do it? We're going to need to tie the back end down.
I have no idea.
Because I'm going to need that jack. Which instantly makes things a little bit wobbly, but that'll be alright, it'll be fine.
You wait till we try and put the engine in, then we'll see how bloody wobbly it is.
So we've got some machinist jacks, I've got that platform jack. We've got to take the valve cover off it, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because it won't fit in otherwise. And then we'll see.
I think it would make it easier.
Right.
That's easy enough though, it's only a few bolts.
Alright, well let's get that bit done.
And you have to take the pipes off as well.
Yeah. No, let's get that done. Right, after lots of cocking about, the engine is in. It is heavy, it is hard to do, because it doesn't have a breakaway. Should really have a breakaway, shouldn't it?
Should really have a breakaway, that would make life a lot easier, yeah.
Right, do you want a brew?
Yeah. I wonder why people didn't design it with a breakaway. I mean, it's obvious when you think about it.
Well, yeah, but it's ugly looking, isn't it?
Just a little. Tell the lovely people what you've done.
Right, we've had a bit of an oh my god moment. Quite a lot of an oh my god moment. Right, I've got to get the camera over it, I'll show you. I'm going to have to beep all that out because that was really bad. Right, the oh my god moment is I stupidly decided to build my own frame. Not having built one before. And I was dead fussy with it as well. I was proper particular.
You were, yeah.
So all this was set in a jig. Basically, I've not accounted for something, and I've just found out what it is. And it is an oh my god moment. So...
Not a little one either.
No, it's not. It's not food bar. It is savable, but there's a lot more work involved to save it. So, we've got the engine in. We shoved the valve cover back on it. We are going to torque them down before I forget, because this is going to be sitting here for a little bit now. So that all needs to be done. However, the problem is chain run, in essence. When I jigged it all, on the original frame, I came off the inside edge of the frame on both sides, and I machined up a piece that was like 0.02 or something off. I mean, it was right there. Clamped it all up, and that's the distance I've been working to. The only trouble is I've stupidly decided to use the same size frame tube all the way. So what's happened is, I don't know if you can see this. This is a bit of the old frame. Where are you? Right, so that's a bit of the old frame, and on here there's like two bits. Where are you? Two bits of pressed whatever that's just stuck together and welded. But then you can see here that the frame is inside. That's the bottom rail, but it's stepped in. They've got clearance here for the chain run, and because I've used the same diameter tube all the way along, I now can't get from the front sprocket to the back sprocket in a straight line, which is a massive oh my god moment. We do have a few options though. So I'm not notching this frame out. This bit has to be strong as hell. I'm not changing that bit of the frame, and I'm not making another one because that took ages. So what we're going to do is on Jixit, Steve-O was running a 520. 520. And he got in touch with Talon, and they made him an offset sprocket. If I had a dividing head, I could make my own, but I haven't got one. So what we're going to do, we're going to try anyway, is Steve-O's going to send me or bring me down when he's next down his sprockets, because I need a front and a rear and a 520 chain. And we're going to stick it on here, and we're going to see what happens to the chain run. The idea is if I can move that sprocket inboard a bit, and there is a lot of room there, a lot of room. Probably enough to clear all this lot. On the back here, I might have to machine the hub down a bit to send the sprocket that way.
Well, that's easy enough done. All you need to do is make yourself a new spacer.
I can do that, that's fine, and I'll do another spacer for in here.
So we're going to look at sending with the front sprocket, send it basically this way by about 5mm.
I might need more, I don't know until I get yours and try it.
Well, at least it'll give you a point of reference.
But it's just because this face here hasn't been reduced like it is on this thing.
No, and it's about half the width.
And I totally didn't spot that. I totally didn't spot that's my cock up, and it is a big cock up. Because at the minute, even if we've got the engine running, there's no way it's driving the rear wheel. Yeah. So, what we're going to do is I'm not going to worry too much about the engine mounts just yet.
probably the best.
So we're going to nip all this up. I'm going to put a sling around it and over top of the frame so the engine's supported and it's not going anywhere. And then we've got some other stuff we need to be getting on with. But that is a showstopper at the minute.
But I honestly, it is a oh my god moment, but I don't think it's insurmountable. He's
Fucking annoying though, isn't it?
It is!
If you're annoyed, imagine how annoyed I am. I built the bugger.
Well, just goes to show, mate, that even you, a human, can make a mistake.
That is really annoying.
It is really annoying, mate.
Really, really, really annoying. There is weeks of work gone into this, and I've overlooked like a stupid bloody thing. A stupid thing. Weirdly, I was chatting with Craig when I was doing all this. We had a bit of a yap on the phone.
Yeah.
And I was saying there is a truckload involved in doing it, and everything seems to be connected to everything else. Oh, hang on a minute. I could sit on it. I want to sit on it.
Ooh.
Ew.
I'll tell you what. That looks nice, mate.
At least the swing arm moves up and down now.
That's a nice stance, mate. Do you want to go outside?
That's quite wide.
Built for Steve-O's ass.
You're probably not far wrong. Right, let's lean him up against this.
Got a nice stance though, mate.
It's going to be alright, I think. He's going to be alright. Once I fix the frame.
Yeah.
Right, that's not going anywhere. It's quite low, isn't it?
Mm.
Right, shop's all nice and clean and tidy. Well, say clean and tidy. It's just getting full of stuff now, and it's about to get fuller. ASBO is now sitting very sad in the corner. we'll try those sprockets and stuff and just see if that's going to work. I'm not cutting the frame out. I'm not notching the frame. I need to come up with a different way of doing it. But it's like there is so much involved in building a frame from scratch. And for me, it was all about hitting the hard points. So where the engine mounts have got to be, and the angle of the yoke, and clearing the engine, and all that stuff. And I just didn't even think that bit necked in. So it is a massive oh my god moment, but I'm hoping it's going to be fixable. But we'll see when we get those sprockets down.
Yeah, I'll bring you the 520 trainer sprockets down, and we'll
It'll be interesting.
We'll have an idea.
It'll be interesting to see anyway. I've had a look at the hub. I know I can machine that. It's just, can I move the front sprocket in enough to clear and have like a nice bit of clearance and stuff for the chain runs and everything else. So
well, obviously the 520 sprockets not as thick as the 530 anyway. So.
Yeah, plus it's going to be offset. I don't know. We'll just have to try it. But you know, it's a learning experience. I'm doing this to learn. Today I learned something.
You learnt quite a lot.
Yeah, I learnt 4 more.
A hard lesson has been learnt today.
I made up 4 new swear words.
Yeah.
I think 2 of them are in Belgium. 2 of them are in Belgium, I think. Right. So, what's the plan now? Well, this is where this video is going to end. As far as ASBO goes, he is going to be sitting over to the side just for a little bit, not for very long, because something else is happening in here over the next couple of weeks. So, if you want to find out what that is, have a look at the next video. It ain't going to be long, because we're finishing this and then we're off to sort it out.
road trip.
It's not even a long. It's like
Short road trip.
yeah, very short road trip. But anyway, that's where we're going to leave it for this one.
Tune in later, folks.
Anyway, that's where we're going to leave it. Thanks ever so much for watching. Do hope you well and stay safe, and we will see you on the next one. Laters.